Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest look at the forecast for the week ahead. Yesterday, we had a bit on the cool side for the final day of April in the low to mid 60s. We also had some strong winds at times, wind gusts near 35-40 miles per hour. A lot of that did occur Sunday night, or Saturday night, and then during the day Sunday wasn't quite as bad, but it was still a bit on the windy side for Sunday. And taking a look at our temperatures to round out the month of April, we had temperatures for the most part above average, although for the final week and a half or so, we had temperatures near or below average for this time of year, and you can see how the weekends shaped up as well. Now, as we take a look at the almanac on as far as the average high temperature, 71.9. That's a little bit above where we should be for this time of year and warmer than what it was in 2022 last year. Factoring in the lows, it was also a little bit above average for this time of year, but the second half of the month was actually a little bit cooler than the first half of the month. So that's certainly something that we saw there on the previous graphic. Only 1.82 inches, so yeah, we were a little bit behind for rainfall, and so was Manhattan, Emporia, and Concordia. It was a dry month for April, so hopefully we can at least get a little bit of rain in the month of May. Well, what can we expect for the month of May? Let's take a look at it. This is the 30-year average. Average high temperature today, 71, low 49. By the end of the month, it's 82 and 61 respectively. And you can see the sunrise, sunset time changes, but also note that we are looking to get more than 5 inches worth of precipitation. Again, that's the 30-year average. What's the 30-day average? Well, not good news. Drier than normal. Probability of drier than normal conditions are expected. So if you're wondering if weather patterns going to change in May from what we had in April, doesn't look like it. Now, I will say that this first week of the month is looking wet, but after that, it doesn't look so much to be the case. So we may get a lot of our precipitation in early May and then drying out for the remainder of the month. That'll be something to watch out for. In the meantime, temperatures, well, we have equal chances of below normal temperatures and above normal temperatures. Well, that's being said, let's take a look at what to expect for the first week. The first day, we're going to be a little bit warmer than yesterday, mid to upper 60s, lots of sun. Not quite as bad with the winds as compared to yesterday. Northwesterly winds gusting near 30 miles per hour. We'll continue with a little bit of a light breeze tonight, but relatively lighter winds. And then once again, gusting near 25-30 miles per hour at times for your Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll get a break from the winds. That's going to be the nicest day of the next 8 days when you combine the comfortable temperatures in the mid-70s, the light winds, the sunshine, maybe a few clouds late in advance of our storm system that will continue to bring us several rounds of storms beginning Wednesday night, lasting all the way through the weekend. Now, with that being said, we still have to fine-tune specific details on these storm chances. Timing, how widespread the rain will be, if and how widespread any severe weather potential will be. And that'll be something that we'll continue to fine-tune, especially as we get towards Wednesday, as we take a look at more specific details and what to expect at least to round out the work week. And then obviously we'll continue to get closer to, as we get closer to the weekend, we'll have a better opportunity to discuss more details about the weekend rainfall. As far as how much to expect, the European has pretty much everyone getting at least a half-inch worth, and some areas getting more than 2 inches down near I-35. How about the GFS? Not quite as heavy, but still widespread rain, at least a half inch. So we are looking at some meaningful rainfall towards the second half of the work week into the weekend. And as I mentioned, we'll continue to fine-tune the details as far as how much an impact these storms will have on any outdoor events that you might have. But at least at this point in time, I wouldn't cancel any plans just yet. But just stay weather aware as we get closer to each of these days. We'll have an update on when to expect the best opportunity for storms and where, as we'll be warming back in the 70s. I also want to mention that these lows over these next couple of nights will once again be down in the mid to upper 30s, and if conditions line up right, we may have a few spots getting close to the freezing mark, especially in north central Kansas, as we head into these next couple of nights. Once we get past Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, I think we're set as far as that is going to be our last possible frost or freeze for the season. I think we stay warm after that. But we just had to get through a couple more nights of potential frost and or freeze in some areas. Right now, it's a very low chance. It won't be widespread if it happens, but it's possible, and we'll continue to keep you updated on each night as well for tonight and tomorrow night. Have a great day and enjoy the sun, at least for these next 3 days.